Garrett Kurt. So, open secrets. Love her channel, by the way. And yes, I've watched all 16. Didn't make any notes. Played it by ear. Wanted to know what he said. And I emailed Open Secrets a couple times, wanting to ask her a few questions about Garrett personally. Not necessarily anything to do with the case. More of his state of mind. This guy doesn't seem like he wants to go down as some famous serial killer, you know. He doesn't seem infamous, you know. His MO is basically strangling girls. You know, like it's asphyxiation, basically, with a cord, with a bag over their head. BTK did that, but BTK did a lot more. Seemed to me that the meth probably had more to do with his violence toward Garth anyway. There ain't no telling what their relationship was like. Two meth heads together, you know that relationship's it's gonna be great, right? You know, it's gonna be one of those good relationships, one of them, strong foundation relationships. That's what it's built on. Meth. That's all that matters, right? So there ain't no telling, what happened when he attacked her. And of course, he loved her, so. But with the girl that him and Garth killed, Nicole, I think Garth's deal with that was jealousy. It's not front page news that she was a whole lot prettier than Garth. And some people who are very beautiful inside, not so good looking, it makes up for that. So it's not all in looks, right? But Garth seemed like she had neither, you know. Her inside matched her outside, basically, is the way it seemed to me. But I think Nicole, I think she jaded Kirts. I do. I think he thought that he could have her anytime he wanted her. And she was that girl. And turns out, no, she don't need him. Garrett was not her everything. I think this is a pretty good it's pretty good thinking, because if Garrett knows that he can't have Nicole, right? But he can have Garth. And Garth knows that without Nicole, she's got Garrett. Terrible reason to kill somebody. Um, Now it could have had a little bit to do with Ray if Garrett did have something to do with Ray's death, and Nicole did figure that out. That could have played a part in it. But I don't know if Ashley knew. I I haven't uh, really studied the Nicole and Ray stuff. I've been busy with Delphi, and I've been busy with my cousin's accident, and now I'm doing a few videos on cancer. So, but okay, Thomas Bruce, another one that they, you know, looking at for Delphi. It seemed to me that when he killed that woman at that Catholic supply place, it was a rageful, in the heat of the moment, didn't care if he got caught, wanted ultimate power in that moment over those women. And when one didn't comply, she died. He took more than just a life that day. This man was supposed to be a God-fearing man. And these women should have been able to trust him with their lives. As a Christian man, you do this? You didn't read it in the Bible. You didn't get this idea out of there. So whatever you were worshiping, pal, it ain't the same thing I am. But Delphi just seemed a little bit more methodical, a little more planned, and patient. That don't seem like Tom. That don't seem like Thomas. That don't seem like him. That don't seem like Thomas Bruce. Kirts, definitely not a smart guy. Um, they're saying Bridge guy got real lucky that day. I say luck had a little bit to do with it, but then on the other hand, you can start pointing fingers all over Delphi. So, but the main thing is, no matter who messed up, he's got to get caught. The guy who killed those two girls has got to go down. And he will. But back to Garrett Kurtz. seemed to me his was more uh if I can't have you, no one can. Though, you know, to Garth, he had different reasons, you know. Of course, it could have had something to do about meth. I'm not from Delphi, so I don't hang around these people. I'm just telling you other reasons why people get killed. You know, it could have all had to do with the meth. Every bit of it. It's done some tragic things. I hate it. If I could rid my town of it, I would. Garrett, and Christopher Mathis. You know something? I made a statement on, I think it was Incognito Society, uh, about giving words of encouragement to Christopher Mathis. And I said that if he was really serious and he had information about the murderer of Delphi, if he was that worried about his family, would help. And of course, on YouTube, you're going to have people, you know, automatically start, what gives you the right? What are you going to do? You can't promise somebody that. You gotta have a plan. These are people's lives we're talking about. They weren't worried about Nicole's life. Christopher didn't even have nothing to do with the murder. And he's still low enough to help get rid of the body. If he was a family man at all and loved his kids the way he says he does, and he wants to protect them, don't you think you might want to just be like, hey man, no, I'm not gonna do that. You know? No. I'm not going to help you. Okay? So, you may want to find somebody else. You know? Just don't want to get involved, dog. Alright, see you later. I just want to know how that conversation went. I mean, think about that. Think about that conversation. Hey, man. Hey, yeah, it's Garrett. So what you doing, man? Just chilling. Yeah, me too. Hey, man, I got a favor to ask. How far away are you? Oh, so you at blah blah house? So it'll take you what, like 8-10 minutes to get here or something? Well, I'm just asking, man, cause you know, I just killed Nicole, and I ain't got a car. I guess he don't have a car. I ain't got a car, so you know, we need to borrow yours to move this body. And if you don't mind, man, could you like help me, because me and the other 3 people in the house can't move it by ourselves, and I guess none of us have cars. Oh, you will? Well, damn, man. Okay, well, just message me when you're on your way. That way I can be looking for you, man. Yeah. Okay, man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'll buy you a beer sometime. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I still owe you. I know. I know. Well, we'll talk about that later. Well, just hurry up, man, because we got stuff we want to do tonight. Yeah, all right. All right. Bye. He put her in there because he put her in that hunting shed because he knew people would find her. Don't you think that they would have found her if you would have just, oh, I don't know, left her in her house? Or, food for thought, if you were worried about somebody finding her, if you wanted somebody to find her, how about not killing her in the first place? That way, they ain't even gotta find her. She can go to them. You see how that works? It was another decision. It was like it was like, should I kill her? Yeah. Apparently there was no other decisions that could be made. And apparently Nicole was beating on Ashley because why would Garrett get into it if she wasn't? On second thought, I've been in fights. I'm from the South. I've been in the fights and been fighting people, and it don't matter who's winning. Still, somebody can jump in. But why, as a man, you gonna be the one to jump in when there's like other girls there? They could have just jumped in, give her a little beat down, show her who's boss, and then leave. Y'all knew y'all was gonna kill that girl. Y'all knew y'all was gonna kill her. Because if y'all just wanted to handle it in the street, y'all could have handled that shit anywhere. Hell, you prepared to go to jail for murder for this girl. So some shit went down. You was gonna kill that girl. So you ain't gonna get no sympathy from me. And if you did commit Delphi, you should die. I hope Indiana does the death penalty. I ain't checked that out. But it'd be nice to know. But I just don't see it. Not because he's sweet and innocent and he don't lie. If Garrett Kurt would have been there that day, somebody would have said they saw Garrett Kurt that day, right? Ain't he fucking from there? He's all, he done been arrested. All this shit. Be like, oh yeah, he was here. He's the guy I saw. I mean, if he worked on Ron Logan's property and his dad was his friend and he hang out there all the time, be running the bridge and stuff drunk, people are gonna know who Garrett Kurt is if they go to the trails, right? Because he's always there. So was he there the day of the search? Was he there the day after the search? We need to know this. Knowing that he was there, it said his cell phone pinged, but who else's cell phone pinged? This man just got sentenced to death for hiring a man to kill his wife. He didn't even kill his wife himself and got the death penalty. Yet the last 3 cases of just outlandish, horrifying, mutilating type cases, life without parole, life with the possibility of parole, making books and movies. You break one of God's commandments, you can go to hell for that. But here, if you do it, you get 3 hots and a cot. If those girls were strangled, if those girls were drowned, choked in any way, died by asphyxia, then definitely Garrett should be looked at a lot harder. But if it was by knife, more likely it wasn't Thomas Bruce. I still say that your killer is in plain sight. Help search. But what I would like to know is who all searched. I want that list. I want the list of the people who searched. And I want to know if Garrett Kurt was there. Too many people getting away with too many things nowadays. Too many people going to jail for not having a license, not having a driver's license, not having insurance, back taxes. But if you kill a little girl, slaughter your whole family, decapitate your mama's head and put it in a crock pot, 3 hots in the cot, and he can still go to school the rest of his life. Joe Guy Jr., the ones who just killed his parents because they was going to cut him off, he was in his damn 30s. Just because his mom and daddy wanted him to get a job, he decapitated him. This world is getting more evil by the day, and we're letting it happen. They're passing more laws to defend people like that. It's going to be the same way with pedophiles before long. Half of them ain't even registered. I think Tennessee's top 5 in pedophiles that don't register. That's why when I go to everybody's live chats through the true crime channels and I tell y'all that I want to network of people who are keeping up with pedophiles and making sure that they register, that's a step in the right direction. Good men need to do good things. Because if it's just the bad men doing bad things, no good things are happening. It's not getting evened out. The scales tipped in their favor. So we can do all the investigating we want. You can try to magnify your pixels all you want. But until we start teaching our sons and our daughters how to act before it's too late. Way before it's too late. It still falls on us. Garrett Kirts was molested. That's what I've heard. I know for a fact that not all boys that are molested grow up to be molesters. Don't. Now they can. But what's interesting is Ted Bundy, before he died, shared a little bit of information to the kids of America, and especially to the boys, that porn was deadly to the soul. Now, if Ted Bundy can come to that realization, then why can't we? Garrett Kurtz may not have had anything to do with Delphi. We may never know. But what we do know is he's a murdering piece of shit. And if Christopher Mathis knew anything, he'd have been running his mouth like the little bitch he is. He's too stupid to be scared of Garrett. He just wants people to feel sorry for him. He don't give a shit about his kids. If he gave a shit about his kids, he'd be there instead of in jail. So, my case is rested. So now, I'm going to go raise my three the way they should be raised. That way they don't grow up to kill. They don't grow up to steal. They don't grow up to lie. I pray every day the man that killed those two girls will be found. And I have no doubt that he will. But they're going to have to come to with another direction. They've got to come with this different or they won't. So, I'm going to end this here. I'm going to do, I think, part 3 on the cancer one here in a little while. So, when I do, I'll let you know. Subscribe and like. That way you don't have to try to find me. Maybe I'll just start popping up. Peace out.